Out of all the dedicated fan bases out there that hassle me to watch their show every season, I've got to give it to the Symphogear fan base for their perseverance. Every month it's Giguk, have you watched Symphogear yet? Giguk, watch Symphogear. And here I am looking at the summer chart thinking, how the hell does this have 5 seasons? So you know what, Symphogear fans? I hear you. Maybe this time I'll actually give it the attention you desire. Oh my god! What is... I don't believe it. I don't... Oh, it just keeps getting better. Woo! Do you guys see this? This is incredible. There's an isekai with a mom this season. What are you doing? Watching porn? Oh, thank god, I thought you were watching anime. Be honest, if you hear of an anime being about 5 high school girls that get curious and interested in sex, your first thought is, ah shit, here we go again anime, the return of I can't believe it's not hentai. But actually, this is a teen sex comedy drama from Mari Okuda of Anohana and Nagano Asakara fame. It deals with a group of girls reaching that age where puberty is hitting like a... And you're losing your childhood innocence as you first discover and get curious about sex, losing your virginity, blowjobs, handjobs, and who knows, maybe even a bit of premarital handholding. It's awkward, it's relatable, and honestly, it's laugh out loud funny. This is one of the most underwatched anime this season, so I don't know how I can sum it up easily to get more people to watch it. Oh my god, this is just Moe American Pie. Ah yes, a woman of culture. Look at this try-hard pansy. Alright, time to see what actual peak performance looks like. I'm actually convinced there is nothing more powerful in this world than cute anime girls. K-On! Got people to pick up an instrument, a place further than the universe made you want to travel, Eurocamp got you to sleep in the outdoors, and now, after years of avoiding the gym, I suddenly want to get my unfit ass into shape because I saw some cute anime girls working out! Was it really that easy? Fuck, it was really that easy! Can we just replace the entire school curriculum with cute anime girls doing stuff at this point? Because I don't know how this can be so motivational, entertaining, and teach me important fitness lessons too. Like, lesson number 1. Never skip face day.
I'm Bear Grylls, and today we're going to look at some of the top survival movies and figure out just how realistic they are.
どのくらい喉が渇いているんだ? 死ぬほど! 目を閉じて口を開けて仰向けになれ. 出したてなら無菌だから.
This brings back good memories. But the thing is, it totally works. I mean, I've done that in the Sahara with a camel.
And we've gone from cute girls doing swole things to cute girls doing each other. On an island. I mean, cute girls do desert island survival. And each other. Look, think what you will, but this is a serious educational survival show, and I mean, if you can't learn things while watching 1 or 2 or 4 anime girls lezzing out in a permanent beach episode, then really, what's the point? Speaking of survival anime, we've got another one in Astra, Lost in Space, which I'm told has a very similar plot to the Netflix series, Lost in Space. And also the 1998 feature film, Lost in Space. Oh, and not forgetting the 1965 series, Lost in Space. I think it's about people that get transported to another world or something. Alright, now we're fucking talking. Dr. Stone was one of the most hyped new Shonen Jump manga, and I can totally see why. It's set 3,700 years in the future after the entire world was turned to stone, which we know because the main character Senku kept track of it by taking the Mr. Beast challenge to the next level.
94,041, 94,042, 94,043, 94,044, 94,045.
Humanity has regressed to the Stone Age, and through the knowledge of science, they find a way to survive and aim to bring modern civilization back, and the first step to surviving in the stone world is
to drink my own pee.
I really like this one. You know, forgetting that this is just basically shonen primitive technology, it's a very interesting concept that I haven't seen in anime. It revolves around gaining technology way more advanced than the current environment should allow for. Yes, the power system is essentially just basic science.
Yes, science!
The only thing that bewildered me was how it really carefully set up its rules as a realistic world of science. Here's a world where knowledge can overcome the trials of nature. You too can do exactly the same at home if you follow our steps. That's how much thought we put into it. Oh, and by the way, here's a JoJo character.
Yes, science!
And now for modern anime in a nutshell.
Now this is a story all about how my life got
transported to another world.
You know, I would call this a running joke if it was actually funny. Yes, Isekai hasn't died yet, and yes, we've somehow gotten more Isekai this season than ever before. At this point, you already know if you're Isekai trash and are immune to the repetition, or if you just phase it out and move on. So, my fellow Isekai trashmen, let's get ready to jump back into the genre once again. This is honestly the edgiest shit I've seen in a while, and you know what? I know it's bad, but this is the premium isekai junk food I fucking eat up. I heard this is completely butchering the source material, but honestly, no matter how poorly this may be adapting it, I can't see the edge going away in any form. Wait a minute. Completely butchered adaptation? Vampires? Powering up by eating monsters? A protagonist who literally turns his hair grey with the power of edge? This is just Tokyo Ghoul in another world! Why are you teleporting yourselves to another world when there's a perfectly good road right there for you to get run over? Remember when I said last season that Kenja Namago had reached new heights of genericness? Well, Isekai Cheat Magician apparently looked at that and went, "Psst, can I copy your homework?" "Yeah, sure. Just change it up so it doesn't look obvious I copied, right?" "Oh no, you can literally just copy it." Wait. What? As Isekai trash, I've just come to accept that the true meaning of that is being able to watch the same show every season and still be entertained. Because at this point, I count this as a rewatch. Alright people, we're starting to run out of ideas for Isekai and people are starting to notice. Is there anywhere left for this genre to go? I've got it. MILF. Isekai. MILF Sekai. That's the answer. MILF Sekai. MILF Sekai. MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai, MILF Sekai. I don't know what it says about this genre when the most original isekai this season is one where a mum gets transported into a game with her son. Though as MILF-tastic as this mum is, I can't help but get turned off by her complete lack of parenting skills to raise this dipshit of a kid. Bitch, you really gonna let your kid talk to you like that? I mean, for fuck's sake, give him a spanking, teach him some discipline, just get him fucking vaccinated already, cause their relationship is literally—
Oh, I've got a better idea. Why don't you go across the street and buy some condoms? Because we should at least be safe if you're gonna fuck me, Mom. You might as well go buy some cigarettes too, because I like to have a smoke after I get good and fucked. You wanna fuck me, Mom? Just say so!
Look, if you're watching this, you already know the reason you're watching this. Let's not beat around the bush. You're looking for a bit of ara in your life, and there ain't anything wrong with that. We don't judge here. As my man Kakyoin likes to say, the right ara makes the D go. Oh yeah, it's time to fight fire with fire. And guns. Wait, what? Honestly, I do feel a bit for Fire Force. First, Promare steals its thunder, robbing it of the label of first big firefighter anime. And then, of course, there's the unfortunate coincidence that the subject matter it tackles is uncomfortably similar to recent tragic events. Which is a shame because if you're able to remove all that and view it in its own bubble, it's one of the best anime this season. Coming from the creator of Soul Eater, this show looks fantastic. If you told me Bones had continued their work from Soul Eater to this, I would have totally believed you. But this isn't Bones, it's David production, and it's easily the best looking thing they've made. I'm sorry, okay? Oh god, I'm so sorry! But what surprised me even more is how much heart it has. I expected your typical shonen with fantastic looking action scenes, but I didn't expect how touching a lot of these opening stories would be. It's been a whole mixed bag of great surprises, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it'll go. Coming right off the heels of a very disappointing third season of Index, we've got Accelerator, continuing the trend of Twaru spin-offs being superior to the mainline anime series, and how can it not with Best Boy leading the series? It just breaks my heart that with all the isekai airing this season, this is the only gig Truck-kun has gotten. Wait. That's illegal. And now this has a fantasy character who's been transported to our world, so it's like a reverse isekai. Iakesi? Oh, and we're back to isekai. Wait a minute. This isn't isekai. What is this? Fantasy? Is that what they're calling isekai-less isekai nowadays? You know, I would be more excited for Danmachi Season 2, but it's been so long and so many fantasy dungeon-crawling RPG-type animes have come out since then that I barely remember anything that happened. But can we just appreciate for a moment that this first arc essentially revolves around a war that got started because someone insulted a waifu? It's a literal waifu war.
どういうのが聞きてえの？かっこいいの。
Oh man, I love Wonderball. 4 bros playing in a rock band, 2 feet apart cause they're totally gay. Honestly, this is actually pretty good. CG hands aside, the band performances look and sound great, the boys are all likable, and it seems like a proper goddamn music anime, which is totally my jam. But from this point on, can we just all agree to call it by its proper name? Gaon? Remember this wimpy kid? Well, ever wonder what he'd look like if he was older? Hello, Daddy! Well, looks like we got another Fate spin-off to add to the meager list of Fate stuff out there. Honestly though, you can even enjoy this even if you're not a Fate fan. It's just CSI London with magic where the gang solves a different murder case every week. And hey, there's no Holy Grail War, so we don't have another Saber clone to add to the ridiculously large pile.
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is gonna have to change.
There are a handful of manga that are up there in legendary status that have never been adapted, and until this season, Vinland Saga was one of them. This stands as one of the most critically acclaimed seinen manga of all time, and I'm happy to say that Studio Wit seem to be giving it the amazing treatment it deserves. Of course, everyone's going to point at the big fight scenes, but equal care and attention has been given to the beautiful, quieter scenes. And if you listen really carefully, they added a really nice touch. You can just about hear the salty tears of Berserk and Kingdom fans. It's not a series that will explode onto the scene, but gradually build itself up into a masterclass of storytelling. I can't even begin to fit the many layers of this tale into a short paragraph, but this first arc in Vinland Saga, to me, is right up there with the Golden Age arc from Berserk. And if this adaptation continues this quality, it'll easily be contender for Anime of the Year. Day 1000 of the Isekai invasion. I can't tell what is Isekai and what isn't anymore. I think I've seen this before. Is this How Not to Summon a Demon Lord? Is this ReZero? Rem? Is that you? I can't tell anymore. The isekai has fried my brain. All I see are the same gaming interfaces, the same medieval towns, the same edgy protagonist. I think I'm going mad. Maybe all of this summer was isekai anime. Is this an isekai? Is that an isekai? What does it all mean? Wait a minute. I get it now. This was all a test. The isekai gods are testing me. Vinland Saga? Fire Force? These aren't anime of the season. How can they be when there's no one being transported to another world? This was never about Vikings or firefighters or cute girls when the ultimate evolution of anime was right in front of our eyes. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai. Milf Sekai.
芸術にまで高められた文学表現としての性ならば認めるけど。
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much this month to Axel Chloris, BDD in your life, Supreme Saiyan, Nicholas Tatum, Mike Elfin, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible. I know this video is a bit late this season, apologies for that. That's my bad. If I get a late start on these videos, then it's kind of like a snowball effect, because there are so many episodes of anime to go through now that if I'm not on top of it, then it just delays it by a week or two. And of course, it really didn't help with the start of last month being AX, and of course me putting all my resources into a Kyoto animation video. Hope it was worth the wait though, because I do, as always, put a lot of effort into these videos. Anyway, that's it for me though, no further updates. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you all next time.